What's going on, everybody? It's me, your long lost digital homie, my friends. They call me Supa Dave, and this is Milltown's Best. Guys, I think today is a good day to go back down that local news trail. And you guys know how much I care about free speech, right? So I think we should look at a story that has to deal with free speech and a free speech battle that was just lost by a teacher of all people. And the judge in this case, yeah, it went to a judge. The judge sided with the school district. And of course, we are going to be talking about LGBTQ rights and all types of crazy stuff. This is an interesting story. And we are going to go right now to WISN 12 News' coverage. This is a video from their Facebook, also on their YouTube, and it's titled Teacher Loses Free Speech Battle. So let's go to this video right now and see what's all going on here, guys.
A fired first grade teacher in Waukesha lost her fight over free speech.
A federal judge dismissed a lawsuit against Melissa Tempel that she filed against the Waukesha School District. In 2023, administrators at Higher Elementary School denied Tempel's request to have her class sing the song Rainbow Land, which is about inclusion. The district fired Tempel for violating school policy after she vented her frustration with that decision on social media. Magistrate Judge Nancy Joseph dismissed her lawsuit, saying the district's interest in workplace efficiency outweighs Tempel's First Amendment interest in expression.
Fascinating stuff, everybody. I wasn't really aware of this case. It must have like slid under the radar. So, of course, you guys know me. I do my research. And first of all, I wasn't sure what Rainbow Land was. And apparently, I think it's like a Miley Cyrus song. So I think this was going to be for like a school concert or something. And they admitted that she was a teacher, first grade, I believe it was. Yeah. From 2023 first grade teacher, first grade concert. Yeah, she wanted to sing Rainbow Land, which is a song about LGBTQ inclusion. And the school basically said no. So what then this teacher did is she went on Twitter, which is now known as X, and it says the controversy. While the teacher at the Hayer Elementary School, she posted on Twitter that the administrators had vetoed her students' singing of that song for the concert. The song, which features lyrics about inclusion, was deemed controversial. Uh, yeah, I can see that in a certain aspect, but if the overall song has to deal with loving people, I can side with that as well. So I don't know. But from what I understand, the teacher got in trouble for these X posts because she put the school and the school district in a bad light and injected them into controversy. So the post that the teacher, Miss Temple, made, it went viral, and that in turn led to national media attention. And it basically the district's response. Waukesha administrators received numerous calls and emails, and of course, vulgar and threatening messages, which I have experienced those from an online fan base. So I know what those can be like. And this disrupted the school's operations. And I can agree with that. Of course, I can agree with that. I can see how that would happen. In July 2023, the school board vetoed unanimously to fire Miss Temple. And I guess Miss Temple then filed a lawsuit. Temple sued the district and the superintendent, James Serbert, for claiming that her firing was in retaliation for her engaging in protected speech as a private citizen. And that, of course, is a violation of the First Amendment. Well, this all went to court, and the judge basically sided with the school district, saying that Miss Temple was speaking on a matter of public concern, but ultimately they sided with the district's right to maintain an effective working environment. She found the substantial disruption caused by Temple's tweets gave the district interests precedence. So basically, because her speech caused all this delay and problems for the school district, her speech was deemed not free speech apparently because she was not she was working as a public employee. And now we're going to look at a Milwaukee Journal Sentinel article, and this is pretty much the premier source for news here in Milwaukee. It's the biggest newspaper we have. And basically, it highlights the same thing. The judge dismissed the lawsuit filed by the teacher for her First Amendment rights. In the lawsuit, Melissa Temple claimed her firing was in retaliation because she posted on Twitter. The ruling dismissing the lawsuit, the judge wrote that although Temple was speaking as a private citizen on the matter of public concern, because her tweet disrupted the district's operations, its interests took precedence in this case. The school district of Waukesha is pleased that the matter has been dismissed by the U.S. District Court, and I guess that's that. I find this crazy, but basically, the school is public school, government owned. And while she did do that on her personal time, she was still an employee of a governmental entity, being a public school. And I guess that had a lot to deal with it. Bottom line is free speech. It's crazy these days. It's very hard to decide what is and what is not free speech. Something like who is your employer could dictate free speech now, what is considered free speech and what is not considered free speech. I personally found this uh interesting to say the least. I encourage you all to do some more research on this, and you know, I have no opinion on this besides the fact that I am on the side of free speech. You guys should know that by now that I am always on the side of free speech. And personally, venting about not being able to sing a song, that should be considered free speech, in my opinion. But I'm sure the school district had exhibits to show that these comments sparked outrage, and it ended up, it got thrust up, it got picked up virally, and I personally can speak to how much a post that is being put out into the world by a content creator that has a big audience can affect one's life and do damage in one's life. And I'm only a person, so imagine if I was a school or a school district, how much damage could be done by said words. It's a crazy story. It's a slippery slope. 2025 free speech, it's on the chopping block, it seems like. I wanna know everybody's thoughts on this. Please let me know your thoughts on this story. I'm eager to see what you guys think about this. Should the teacher have been allowed to let her students sing this song? I don't know. Let me know though, guys. Comment below. Like, subscribe, do all that good jazz, and I'll be back soon with some more content. See you next time. Bye.